The Pittsburgh Penguins are back, baby. Hello, and welcome to the Penguins Collective podcast. I'm still a Penguin.
I might be a robot.
No, you're good.
Cool.
But
I'm Josh. Yeah, I'm Josh.
And we're two brothers who love to talk about hockey.
Especially the Pittsburgh Penguins. We're going streaking,
That's
baby.
right. And the party is back on. NES in the chat says call the mayor because the parade is back on. The Penguins playoff percentage has gone up tremendously tonight. The Caps have lost to the Buffalo Sabres. The Islanders may lose to the Chicago stinking Blackhawks. And the Pittsburgh Penguins are this much closer to the Stanley Cup playoffs because it's a great day for hockey. We'll get into it really quick. We have a great show today. We have Coach Donnie for the Coach Donnie Breakdown. Uncle Donnie, we got him here on the show today. But before we do that, thank you for joining us. Whether you're live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, or Twitter, or if you're listening on a later date on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you find your favorite podcast, I appreciate you joining two stooges that know nothing about hockey, but the one thing we do know is that the Pittsburgh Penguins are back. Sidney Crosby has smiled for the first time in 3 months in 2 days. He is happy. He is ready to get back into the Stanley Cup playoffs. Evgeny Malkin decided to wake up from his hibernation to dominate. Alex Nedeljkovic decided to put this team on his back while Jari has an upset tummy and goes back-to-back and dominates. Erik Karlsson decided, yeah, I am an all-star defenseman, and Chris Letang has still messed up. He's messing up a lot, Josh. He's not. I didn't know where else
I didn't know where you were going to go with that.
Still messing up. Yeah. He's still messing up. But Penguins are winning. The Penguins are here. The Penguins are back, baby. They're back, Josh. You
People
need to be more excited. I'm pumped. You're not.
Well, I'm still battling through.
What's going on?
Still battling through, but honestly, I was about to fall asleep after the second period. Like I was so close to just saying, you know what? I think Louie may just do this with Uncle Donnie, because I'm still not feeling well. So I was like, just let me get some rest. Sorry, Coach Donnie, my apologies. And everything just unraveled from there, and I'm running on adrenaline right now. So this
unraveled in the greatest way. The Pittsburgh Penguins down 3-1 going into the third period. All hope is lost. We already talked about the percentages. If we lost next game, it would have dropped down to 7%. No. It would have dropped down to like
3% if we lost in regulation.
3.7%. But now the Pittsburgh Penguins decided, hey, this is the period. The Devils have blown a 2-goal lead before against the Buffalo Sabres. We could do it too. All of a sudden, Sidney Crosby, Evgeny Malkin decided to pour it on. Next thing you know, Sidney Crosby's just slapping sticks around, gets an empty netter. It's 6-3. The Penguins beat the New Jersey Devils, and we are close. We are getting our hopes up for a Penguins playoff appearance. We're still in it. We always talk about the Temperature on Twitter, now known as X. Everyone is saying the Pittsburgh Penguins have a shot in the playoffs now. They're looking at the Islanders. Looks like they're about to win, NES says in the chat. We don't like that. But the Caps lost, and the Caps are currently in the second wildcard spot. We don't like that. We're coming up. We play them on Thursday. We're going to win. I feel it. If this momentum swing, bring it all the way to Thursday. It's a home game. I lied. Never mind. It's not a home game.
I think
Saturday's
Lightning
the home game.
Yeah, Lightning.
That's Saturday. But the Thursday, bring that momentum all the way to Washington. Dominate there. Come back. Win at home. It's a 1 o'clock game or a 3 o'clock game. Something like that. It's a day game. Everyone knows Sidney Crosby loves day games. He's going to dominate there. Penguins are in the playoffs. I'm saying it right now. Penguins in the playoffs. We're going to win the cup. I'm just kidding. Probably not win the cup, but we're going to the playoffs. Maybe we will, Josh. Maybe we will.
Who knows? Honestly, it's great to see. I love the way they just flipped the switch in the third, because that second period, like a lot of it is going to be overlooked because of how great that third period was. But I mean, I don't even know if we touched the puck. I mean, it was bad. And last night,
it was rough.
Second period was bad. This one, I think they one-upped it. It was rough. And Ned held his own when in back-to-back nights, like you were saying. I mean, yeah, I'm a Jari truther, and I thought for sure that this would be his season, and Ned would be the surefire backup. But right now, I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm on the train of everyone saying, oh, let trade Jari away and pay Ned the $5 million. I'm kind of okay with it right now. If he keeps doing this,
as of right now, Ned is literally carrying this team. As of right now, Sid, and Ned, and Johnny, are you paying attention in the chat? John, are you paying attention in the chat? Evgeny Malkin looked good today, even though he had a few turnovers. Did anyone notice that? Johnny, did you notice that? But he also scored.
No one's perfect.
He scored. No one's perfect. Sidney Crosby is. Not Evgeny Malkin. But Evgeny Malkin has scored. He scored twice. He was looking for the hat trick tonight. So he looked pretty good. So did Rickard Rakell. He looked good. So, man, it was a great game. It really was an overall great game. I really liked how everything kind of overall looked for the Pittsburgh Penguins. Yes, did we have a bad slump there? I'm willing to take those bad slumps if it means a playoff appearance. Okay?
Yep.
Because I don't want to sound too like, I guess, like living in La La Land kind of mentality. I feel like this team could kind of win in the playoffs. I'm not talking win every round. That's not what I'm saying. But I feel like we could be a competition for the first round. I don't think we would roll over.
That no one wants to play.
Correct. I feel like we would have these weird bounces, these pucks that would just find the way in the back of the net. All of a sudden, our power play decide to be good. Jari comes back. He plays well. I feel like all that would come into fruition, and the Pittsburgh Penguins all of a sudden are good. So I think that's kind of where my hopes are, is that, hey, we get the necessary wins that we need to. We're going to win we're currently 5 points out of the playoff spot right now.
5 out right now.
5 points. 5 out. So if we could beat the Washington Capitals, if we can beat the Tampa Bay Lightning, guys, we have a legitimate shot to go to the playoffs. That is absolutely crazy to think about, because literally a week ago, we were counting this team out. They're done. Trade everyone. Keep Sid in the core, but trade everyone. Now we're like, keep the core together, keep the whole roster together. This team could win a cup. So it's the world of sports. It's the world of ups and downs and hopes and failures and all that jazz. The Pittsburgh Penguins were 3 points out of a playoff spot right now. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah, well, because
double check.
Sorry,
check that.
4 because Flyers are holding the
Josh,
second.
You're making us look like we don't know what we're doing here. Is it 3 or 4?
It's 4. The Flyers have 4. The Flyers have 83. Okay.
Okay.
They have this. They have the
Yeah.
second wild. They have the second wild card spot right now.
Flyers.
We Flyers at 83. We have 79. 83 minus 79. 4 points.
Okay. So as of right now, it's the Red Wings, Flyers, Capitals, us, or is there
It's
another team after
Lightning.
Capitals?
So it's Lightning, Flyers, Capitals, Red Wings,
Then
Islanders,
us.
us.
Poop on a stick. So
Yeah.
we gotta hope that from here on out, the Red Wings stink. We gotta
Mhm.
hope from here on out the Islanders stink. And then
Mhm.
if we keep on winning, we gotta win out. we gotta win out. And
Yeah, we
honestly, the
control
way
our
we
own
played the
destiny.
last two games, it looks pretty good to me. It looks really good to me. So we got the Islanders. I think we could beat them. We haven't played them in a hot minute, but I feel like we could play them.
Do we play them
Beat them
again? I don't think we do.
I think so. I don't have my phone, so you gotta look it up.
I'll get it.
And then the Capitals, I definitely think we could beat.
We play the Islanders in the last game of the season.
Don't do this to us, Penguins. Look at me. Everyone, look, I know Sully is broadcasting this podcast in the locker room right now. Everyone look around. Look around. Don't wait until the last game to make sure we're in or out of the playoffs. Okay.
I don't think they have to.
And we need to beat the Islanders.
Think about it. You have Thursday against Capitals, Saturday against
Yeah.
Lightning. Okay.
Yeah.
And then the following Thursday, we'll play the Maple Leafs on Monday, but the following Thursday, April 11th, we play the Red Wings. If you get 3 wins there against the Capitals, Lightning, and Red Wings, I think you start leapfrogging the guys who are, right above us, and then hopefully we don't have to worry about the Islanders game at the end of the year.
Josh said it. Penguins are going to the playoffs. That Josh said it. Everyone clip that. Josh said we're going to the playoffs. That's great. We got another team that we want to lose. And on this team, there's a certain player. His name is Patrick Kane. And with us, we have a guy who has coached Patrick Kane. Hopefully, he could tell us how we can dominate Patrick Kane and beat him so we can make the playoffs and forget about the Detroit Red Wings. Joining us right now, as I pull it up, give me a second. Joining us right now. Hold on. We're there. We're getting there. Joining us right now. Let me do that one more time. Joining us right now. Coach. Family of the podcast. Coach Donnie.
What up, fellas?
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Sorry, we bring you on sooner, but I was excited. We're talking about the Penguins making the playoffs potentially. So we're excited. We're excited for you to break down a play that happened tonight. And yeah, how are you doing? How was your Easter? How was everything? Did you have dinner with anyone special?
Actually, yeah, Sunday Easter dinner up in Tampa. I drove up and had dinner with Patrick Kane and my son's girlfriend at Burns Steakhouse on Sunday, and then had a whole crew. My daughter and 5 of her classmates, senior year of high school, all came down here for spring break here in Naples. So a little bit busy, but
nice.
Yeah, so good Easter. How about you guys?
Josh?
Yeah, busy but good. Visiting in-laws and extended family and all of that. So our children are still sugared up. I don't think they have crashed yet. The sugar is still in their system and their blood flow. So yeah, it wasn't bad if the kids are just constantly eating sugar and not napping.
There you go. Well, I heard were you under the weather a little bit there, Josh? Thinking about bailing on us tonight, but you sucked it up and
Yeah,
showed up. I love it.
yeah. I've been fighting something for the last 3 days. Don't know what it is. Hopefully it's just sinuses, but it's hitting hard. But I'm drugged up. I'm amped up. We're good to go.
We're glad you're here. We're glad you're here.
Me too.
I was going to go into a whole bit about Jari and how you stepped up, Josh, but we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
No, we're not going to do that. Not at all.
But then, yet again, the fact that I did say it kind of made the joke itself. So that way I don't have to say it. So it's out there, but I didn't have to say it. Easter was good. We stayed in Pittsburgh. So big day at church. And then obviously we had some nice food. And then I crashed all day.
Yeah. How about my boy Ned tonight, though? How about my boy Ned tonight? So I coached back when he was 7 years old with the Team Cleveland 95 squad as an underage goaltender. So what an idea.
You did something right there.
To you tonight. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I remembered you saying that you coached him at some point. And, I mean, back-to-back nights, pulling it out, looking phenomenal. That's all. That's all.
Funny story, Josh, on that one. So Ned was an underage. He's a 96 birth year. My son's a 95. So we had committed to a 95 goalie on our team. And I was working Butch and Teresa Nedeljkovic on the phone, trying to get him to come out to leave Parma and come play on the Team Cleveland 95. You know, there's a lot more cost to that, travel, all that. Finally convinced him. I'm a Dave DiPietro, my assistant coach, his house, and his son Dawson played on the team as well. Very good player, played at Western Michigan. And I go, Dave, I got Nedeljkovic to commit. I go, you got to call the other goalie now and tell him we don't need him on the team because I promised Butch and Teresa that Alex would play every game. He'd be the only goalie. So my buddy's like, what do you mean? I got to call the other goalie and tell him he's cut off the team. I go, I got Ned to come on the team. You're telling the other goalie he's got to leave the team. That's the way it's going down. So kind of a funny story.
Love it.
Yeah, you're cutting kids. You're cutting kids at 8 years old, like ruthless, right? We're ruthless.
Hey, that's what you got to do.
Hey, but you know what? You built a great goaltender because now look at him now. Look at him now. The resilience you taught him.
Yeah, I think his goalie coaches along the way built a great goaltender. I just pulled him a time or two if he wasn't playing up to his level that he's playing right now. I can tell you that. So
it's fair.
Hey, you did something because he's out there just being resilient. And he played phenomenal tonight. Not only tonight, he's been playing great the last couple of weeks. And he's kind of become the starter of the Penguins. I know Jari has been sick, but I think he's kind of becoming the starter for the Penguins. And I'd be completely okay with that because he is playing phenomenal. And you got to keep the hot hand. He said he's willing to play back-to-back. He's done it in the minors. He's done it in other areas. Maybe he did it while Coach Donnie was coaching him. You know, going back-to-back nights.
The tournament, play 6 games in a weekend. You kidding me? 6 games in a weekend for Ned.
This is nothing.
And you trained him for this moment where he went back-to-back. And I would say start him on Thursday. You know, definitely give him a great start on Thursday. And if he plays really well, keep on riding him. I think it's really good. But, yeah, Nedeljkovic is playing phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Starting stuff right now. For sure. Starting stuff.
All right. Shall we get into the breakdown?
Sure.
The breakdown. All right.
This is the go-ahead goal.
This is the deflection by Ricard Raquel.
Right.
And let me pull it up for you and let me go full screen. Do we got it? Full screen?
Yeah, full screen now.
Yes, sir.
All right. Here we go. All right.
So here, just stop it right here. Zone. Stop it right there, Louie. Stop it. You see how Malkin kind of drifts over to the left right now? And the Devils have guys back, right? It's 3-on-3 heading into their zone with that back checker kind of beating our guys up the ice, right? So Pettersson's not even in the play yet, who's going to keep the puck in and shoot it on net for the redirect. But go ahead and roll it now. Raquel does a good job just chipping the puck in deep. Bunting does a great job getting it on the forecheck, being the F1. And then if you stop it right there, because Malkin's coming towards that guy, number 17, Nemec, panics with the puck and just rims it. So Bunty does a good job, F1. Malkin does a good job, rims it around. There's nobody from the Devils there, and Peterson's right there to pick up the puck. He obviously walks down the wall, gets his head up. Now Raquel just starts going towards the net, and boom, 17 who rimmed the puck, and see how collapsed he is by his goaltender, which gives Raquel all that time and space out in the slot area, just above the blue paint. So Raquel just has an easy tip, non-contested, just right off the stick and in. I mean, it was a great play by Raquel to get the puck in deep. Great play by Bunny on the forecheck. Great play by putting pressure that Malkin did on that D to just rim the puck blindly to nobody. Great job for Pedersen keeping the puck in, and then Raquel continues on the net. I mean, just a great play all the way around by all four of those guys.
Still
Now,
amped up just watching
I did. Yeah, it's a beautiful setup here. Now, just a quick question. I'm going to stop it right here.
Stop it right there. Look at it's almost like Raquel's in the middle of the box and one right now, right? So Pedersen gets by that initial guy that would block the shot. Keep rolling a little bit. He gets the puck. Keep going. You're right there. He gets the puck down on the other side of that D or that forward there, the high guy, which enables Raquel to get his stick on it. And the defenseman's too low. So Raquel just found a little soft spot there in the seam to be able to get an uncontested stick on that redirect, and it was just a great play. It's almost like Pedersen just kind of banked off of his stick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, was that intentional, you think, or was that Pedersen just kind of shooting on net, hoping for the best?
No. Pedersen sees him there, and he definitely sees him. He's got his head up the whole way, and he gets on the other side of that. See, right there, right now, rewind it back, Louie. Right now, stop it there. Raquel is coming off of Malkin, like you can't even see Raquel right now. Pedersen and Raquel are both on the right side of their D, but as you roll it further, like that would have been blocked if they shot the puck there now, but now you roll it further, and now stop it there. They're both on the other side of that forward, the high forward. You know what I mean? So they had to clear that space out, and Raquel continued onto the net. Their D that rimmed the puck originally, number 17, is still collapsed down low in front of his goal. He's really providing a great screen for the redirect that Raquel put on net. I mean, just a great goal, like I said, by all four guys. You know, Malcolm played a part, Raquel in the chip, Bunting on the forecheck, Pedersen keeping the puck in on the wall. I mean, just four good plays made by four players to make that goal happen.
Yeah,
and you saw like when they entered the zone, New Jersey had 3-on-3 back. They had another. Yeah. The only guy in the screen in the picture was one of their guys. So really, it's right there. If you go keep rolling, they got four guys in the picture. Four guys. We got 4 guys. Now it's 3 guys, and now Bunting gets in and basically pressures that number 17. Then Malcolm's coming. He puts his head up, sees Malcolm. He rims the puck. And then nobody's there for New Jersey, so he blindly rimmed the puck. Pedersen keeps it in. Look at, there's nobody on that side of the ice up high on Pedersen. Nobody. Here comes that winger from Jersey trying to come over. I don't know if that guy changed lines. It was a line change for them and had to come all the way across from his bench to get onto Pedersen. But because Pedersen had all that time and space to just walk down the wall and send the puck on the net for a redirect, I mean, it's just a great play. Great play.
Now, Donnie, I do have a question. So, I want to stop it like right here. So Malkin is kind of right above Raquel here. He's coming in between, kind of going to the blue line. Is Malkin kind of being a decoy here? Does he know that, or is he kind of waiting for the drop pass from Pedersen to kind of start up again in the zone?
Well, Sully likes to play in the O zone, and so if a defenseman activates like that and going down the wall, Malkin's the high guy, so he'll rotate over to take his spot. If you roll the clip, you'll see Malkin actually takes the left point position. Go ahead, keep rolling.
Oh yeah, I see him turning right there. Yeah.
Yeah. So he takes. If you see him, he's still above Pedersen, I believe. See behind him.
Oh yeah.
So he took his position. When a defenseman activates like that, the high guy has to come over and take that position on the, because if that puck didn't go through,
you see it right here.
Nobody back, right? So Malkin's coming over.
Yeah. So if you look to the right of your screen, you'll see a skates turn. He's back skating right now.
Yeah. So that's how Sully draws it up
there.
to play.
So, okay, that answers my question.
Yep. You know, he always talks about being on the defensive side of the puck. So right now, Malkin's on defensive side of the puck. He's high. He's taking Pedersen's spot because Pedersen kind of walked down the wall a little bit, so you don't want him getting trapped and having only one guy back. So perfect play execution all the way around, guys. Yeah, all the way around.
So
all right, now
go,
Josh.
2 things. One, the initial forecheck by Bunting was crucial on this play. I mean, we had a fellow podcaster who does the Hurricanes, and where we got Michael Bunting, and he said that's his specialty. He is a pest. He will go in, he will just aggravate everyone, and you could see it right here. Like, he started essentially that play by just being a pest and, forechecking down low. But the second thing that I wanted to just kind of get your expertise on is that the redirect. Like 20 years ago, Pedersen would have just either sent that around the boards again or shot it on net, right? There's no redirect by Raquel.
Right. Well, if you look at it, when Pedersen clears, go ahead. He's on the half line. Keep going. Roll the tape. Stop right there. So he's getting contested by that guy, the guy that came across the bench on the line change. So he has to just kind of get it on net. He has no time to really wind up or take a shot. So I think that he sees Raquel there. It's really the only play he can make, because that forechecker now has come over and got a stick. If you see that guy's stick is kind of like out in front, but Pedersen kind of shoots it between his stick on the other side of the forechecker. Like, it's a perfectly placed shot pass for a redirect. Like, Pedersen just did a great job not getting shots blocked. I mean, that's what you want your D to do. Get the pucks through to the net. Any shot that gets blocked and doesn't have a continuation to the net never has a chance. So you need to give your forwards a chance. And if they're continually driving to the net like Raquel was on that play, finding some time and space, and just got to stick on the puck, and you change that direction, the trajectory of the puck. A goalie starts, if the goalie starts leaning one way and it trajects back the other way, it's hard for him to stop his momentum on his edges, on his weight, to get back to the other side to make that save. So just a great play.
Yeah. Now, I did have a quick question. So if you're the coach drawing up this play, should Bunting be a little more in front of the goalie to kind of try to blind him at all and try to screen? Or is he in the perfect position to kind of box
take
out?
away his eyes, but then Bunting and that other D, that's more traffic. That might have blocked the shot anyway. So the screen's really coming off of the New Jersey defenseman there. So he's doing our job, where Bunting and the other guy are on the backside of that post. So if he comes in front of the goalie to take away his eyes, you'd have three guys in front. Chances are likely that shot gets blocked somehow. So it's almost better that it kind of happened the way it happened, actually. Sometimes you're better off lucky than you are smart or good.
It's fair.
Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure, because I figured, like Josh was saying, we want him to be a pest, a Bunting going forward. So, of course, I was thinking, man, he should probably be up a little bit more, kind of screening. But I don't even think there was some screening going on here. I think it was just
now, it's like, stop it right there. Look where Bunting's position is in that D. He's got inside position, so if there is a rebound, Bunting's a left shot. He can just turn right around his forehand and whack any rebound in. So he's got good position on that defenseman. He sealed him off, because you want to have inside position. You don't want to have outside position, be boxed out. Then the likelihood of you winning that battle or getting your stick on puck are way down. So where he's standing right now, look at right there. Raquel's getting his stick on the puck right now. Their D is providing the screen, and Bunting is in good position for a rebound. So if that shot didn't happen to go in and there was a rebound there, Bunting's in good position to take a whack at it. Whether it's going to happen or not, you need puck luck, you need all kinds of things to happen. He's in good position. But as you can see right now, he's raising his hands because Raquel scored, so it didn't matter.
Nice.
Yeah. No, I mean, hey, the Penguins have struggled tremendously. Tremendously as they try to kind of get that. I think all season they've been struggling. They've been trying to get this perfect kind of play on the power play. It doesn't really work. This is obviously 5-on-5. What do you think changed here? How do you think the mentality is here? Is it just kind of blitzkrieg mentality of just going back and forth, or is it just, hey, we finally got the opportunity, we finally got the momentum, understanding of what to do?
You're playing for your playoff lives, so you better hunt every puck you can hunt in the offensive zone, okay? Because that's where the opposing team's net's located. So you have to hunt pucks like rabid dogs right now. Like, there's no tomorrow for the Pens right now. They have to play every shift like it's your last. As coaches and coach speak, we tell our players the same message that I tell kids in youth hockey. Sully tells them at the pro level. Guys tell them at the college level. It's the same exact message, okay? Just different age of players, different skill set of players. But the message is still the same. If you play hard on pucks and you win battles and create turnovers, the likelihood of good things happening for you are exponentially gone up.
Yeah.
So it's as simple as that, guys. It's a simple game. It really is a simplicity. Like, I'm 58 years old now, so I'm thinking about this the other day. Like, what am I trying to do in my life at this stage of my life? I want things to be simplified, be simple. And like Sully says all the time, when our team plays a north-south game, it keeps it simple, puts pucks behind the opposing D, we tend to play our best hockey. I mean, it's some secret formula like you're drawing up some diagram on a basketball court with 7,000 picks and this and that, and a guy comes open to hit a three. This is as simple as man on man. There's the puck. Go retrieve it. Get on it quick. Force turnovers. Make plays. Go to the net. I mean, it's simple as that. So that's all I got.
Yeah,
That's all I got, man.
maybe we could use your help on the power play there, because it looks like we're trying to be oversimplified on everything and just nothing is working. Now, granted, we have scored on the power play in the last couple of games. It has been nice, but as a get into the zone, set up, put pucks on net, I don't think we have scored in that way. It's kind of just enter in the zone, bing, bang, boom, we score. But how do you simplify an oversimplified situation, right? Like, if you were to just come in as the power play guy, how would you simplify what they're already trying to simplify?
Puck movement. Like, I watched the Lightning and Red Wing game last night, and you watch Kucherov. Like the Lightning have a distinct plan what they're doing on the power play. Pat Kane and I talked about this at dinner. He's like, why doesn't all the teams just do what they do? Because they're Sergachev or Hedman, whoever's running the top of the point for them, gets it to Stamkos. Stamkos, they have a distinct plan. Get the puck to Kucherov with a lane to the net. Now, when Kucherov walks the net, he's got point in the bumper. He's got a backside pass to Stammer for a one-timer, or he can just walk downhill to the net and try and bury it himself. Like, they have a distinct plan. But you watch the Lightning, who's one of the top power plays in the league, guys, and I'm watching this the other night. A little bit of movement with their feet, but it's mostly they know what the next pass is going to be before they even retrieve the puck. They know where they're going with the puck. It's all about puck movement, puck movement, puck movement. And then you get a PK guy to take a chance or get them out of position because you're moving the puck so well and you're corralling it, you're not fumbling it around. It's just boom, 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 boom. Guy steps out, you get a guy in a position, you beat one guy. What do? Create a 2-on-1. Like the power play, all you're trying to do is create 2-on-1s all over the ice, and the last 2-on-1 you want is the one closest to the net as possible. And it's all about puck movement. You got to move as simple as the power play is. If you're going to hammer it from the top of the point or from one of the guys off on the wings, you still got to move. You got to have good puck movement to open up shooting lanes, and that's what puck movement does. So
I felt like the Rangers, who we played last night, same exact way. Like, every time that they were on the power play, I was like holding my breath because like they were doing the same type of thing. It felt like they knew what they were doing with the puck before they even got it. Like you were saying.
I watched last night
incredible.
the Lightning Red Wing game. I don't think the Red Wings, they were in their D zone hemmed in for at least 2.5, 3 minutes. They couldn't even touch the puck. They play man on man D zone coverage. That's 5-on-5. But you can't let teams that have an unsurmountable amount of skill have time and space on the ice, because that's what every offensively skilled player wants to do, is create time and space, because now then they can make plays and they can make decisions. It slows the game down when they have a lot of time and space. So if you let teams do that, and you're moving pucks quick, that opens up time and space for you to make it seems like time in a hockey player's mind takes forever when there's time and space on the ice or a lane. Everyone panics when there's pressure. I don't care who you are. The natural thing is to panic and be indecisive, right? And then you have to force to make a decision. So if you're moving the puck so quickly, you're one step ahead of the opponent, it's going to open up time and space all over the ice and give you the best chance to be successful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh?
Yeah, it's off topic, but we didn't get a chance to talk about it previously. But I wanted to know, how's your bracket doing? Did you do one this year? Are you busted?
Oh,
I don't do brackets. I'm not a huge basketball fan, so
I was just curious.
I'm a Caitlin Clark fan, so I'm happy that they beat LSU and kind of gave it to them a little bit. Yeah, that Caitlin Clark's something special. So I'm a fan of players that play basketball, but teams and brackets, and I mean, I don't know. I don't get into
That's
that
fair.
stuff. I don't bet on Super Bowl. I just don't do that stuff.
Yeah,
I bet on
I've been
myself, Josh.
watching.
Whatever I'm doing, I bet on myself. How's that?
That's fair. It's fair.
Yeah. I told
I
you
like
guys the name of my boat. The name of my boat is hate. Number 2, lose. LOZ. Hate to lose. You have that
Yes.
mentality.
What-
You give yourself a chance every game. So
What's the Shoresy quote? The boys don't hate to lose. They what is it? They don't hate to lose.
you
I
either
forget the
love to
quote.
you
It's
either
not
love to win or you hate to lose. There's two different types of people.
right.
You love to win or you
That's
hate
right.
to lose. I hate to lose.
And the boys don't hate to lose. Right.
Yeah.
So that was the big thing. So
Yep.
hey, I mean, Caitlin Clark, she's good. She's
I mean,
really good.
I think she can shoot shots from half court and make them like no problem. But like someone on Twitter I saw today is like, "Oh, do you think Caitlin Clark could play in the NBA?" Like that's kind of getting overboard and crazy, right? Someone said she wouldn't even be the best player in the WNBA, but boy, is that girl talented, and she shoots the basketball like very Steph Curry-esque, like effortlessly.
Yeah.
Like she's 5 feet, 6 feet outside the arc, and she just backs that girl down
She's
and takes a jumper right in the face like it's nothing, like it's like she's at the foul line. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She was great. I just wanted to see the LSU team go down just because they were talking trash and I know it was all in good fun. I'm not picking anyone out in particular, but I'm just saying that the whole team, yeah. So the whole team was like talking trash. She did not say one word, went out there, played her game, and dominated. And I love that mentality. I don't like the mentality of,
yeah, did you see her pointing?
yeah, she didn't go like this. She didn't. She went up and absolutely.
But the better thing is Tom Izzo was in St. Louis this week for the basketball coach because they were out rooting on the Michigan State Spartans hockey team. And you know, guys, how Charles Barkley loves the NHL playoffs. He goes right on TNT and says, "I'd much rather watch the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs than the NBA." So hopefully the Pens get in the playoffs and give Sir Charles something to cheer about. There's a basketball guy for you. That's a segue for it.
That's
I love when Charles comes on like during hockey playoffs and he starts doing like analysis because he actually like he watches enough where he knows what he's talking about and it's really entertaining. I love it.
Absolutely. And I think his golf swing. I think his golf swing's gotten a little bit better. He doesn't look like he's having like a convulsion when he's taking his golf swing.
Yes.
Are you a big golfer?
I like to golf. Yeah, it's hockey, slap shots, like taking one-timers off the tee. It's easy. Putting's like feathering a saucer pass, to a guy into space. It's those second iron shots and those distance. If you don't play a lot of golf, Louie, that's where you struggle. Like how hard do I hit it? How soft do I hit it? That's where it struggles. But off the tee and on the green, no worries.
Yep.
See, I never got into golf. I'm a tennis guy. I like playing tennis. I'm not a big
Lots of pickleball down here in Naples. Lots of pickleball.
I'm torn on pickleball. I'm torn on it. All right. Josh wants to get involved in it. I know he says he likes pickleball. It's mainly because I beat him all the time in tennis. That's actually not true. He's the one who beats me.
Again.
Yeah. Although that's a whole other story. Don't know how he beats me, but I can beat everyone else. Makes no sense. But I don't get the pickleball. I'm trying to love it because it's good. It's growing. It's a great sport. Everyone's loving. But man, it's just like a knockoff tennis. It's like someone tried to create a knockoff golf, right? Or somebody was saying like mini golf is the new PGA, and everyone would be like, no. Like these guys are way more talented. These guys are way more athletic or whatever. It's just not the same.
Well, Louie, you told me before you love to eat. In pickleball, there is a kitchen. Okay.
What are you trying to say?
So that's mic drop moment right there. But I would consider pickleball smaller tennis, bigger ping pong. It's right in the middle. You know what I mean? So
yeah, if you love ping pong, pickleball is your way to go. If you like tennis, stick to tennis. That's what I think. Yeah.
Last time I checked, when I played tennis, there's no ball boys out there running down balls for me. So I got to run down all those balls, and it's a much bigger court than pickleball is. I can tell you that.
That's fair.
Yeah. See, when me and Josh play tennis or or ping pong or whatever, we make our nephews go
There
get
you
the ball.
go. Well, there
Yeah.
you go. There
Yeah.
you go.
So
Well,
so
or
what
the
I'm
last
saying
time,
is, oh, go ahead, Josh.
no, I was just gonna say the last time that we did play, like we didn't have them around, and it was ping pong. We literally had like a whole bucket, and we just held it off to the side, and if it went off, that ball's gone
Grab
now.
another.
Like it is just get a
Grab
new
another.
one. We'll just keep it going. Keep it
Yeah.
on
Keep it
rotation.
rolling. Keep it rolling.
Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
Ain't got time to chase balls.
A paddle may have been broken that day. I was not playing my good game, and I broke a paddle. It's all right. We're gonna move past it. But what you can do is get Jansen to run down some balls for you.
There you go.
Next
That'd be
time you
good for him.
play.
Yeah, get in shape, trying to get back. I know he's on the road
a
trip.
little
with the
bit of
guys.
exercise.
He's on the road trip skating right now, so
Skating.
that's good.
Yep. Saw that. Yeah.
Oh,
They
I
showed-
didn't even know that.
Yeah, they showed him yesterday. He was skating a little bit. So I think he was.
He'll be
Was
back.
he still
Yeah.
wearing? I think he was still wearing the non-contact jersey though.
Yeah.
But he was skating.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, that hand must have been a doozy then, because the way they said it was just going to be like a week or so. They didn't give a timeline,
No.
Yeah.
and obviously we didn't want to talk timeline with Jansen when he was on the podcast, but that I thought it was going to be a lot shorter. I thought it was going to be a lot shorter.
We'll know when he knows, right? Like only they know.
Yeah.
The training staff knows what's happening. So, but I texted him the other night when I was at dinner with Kane, and I said, showed him the picture, and he just said, with the King, and because Kaner always messes with him when he plays against him, and he lines up on faceoffs. They'll call him Donnie Jr., and Jansen just starts laughing. So Kaner always gives it to him, Donnie Jr., Donnie Jr. So
I hope he'll be in the lineup when we play in next week.
When we play the Red Wings.
Yeah.
Now, are the Red Wings coming into town?
yeah, I mean they're coming into town. I don't know how they won last night. They got dominated by Tampa, but they ended up winning the game. It just was a fluke bounce. Perron was in front of the net. The shot from the point. The puck landed right when his backhand whacked it in, and he just got by the goalie there, and that was the end of it. So
Yeah. I mean, hey, Kane has been. It's not. I don't want to make it sound like he was down and out, but the revival of Patrick Kane in Detroit has been awesome to watch.
yeah, 18
Awesome.
goals. I asked him at dinner, how are your hips feeling and everything. He says, Coach, it's so good. I'm not in any pain at all. Like he goes, I feel great.
Oh, that's awesome.
So he feels really good. He's happy, and he just keeps getting healthier and stronger every day. And I was talking to him about that mindset, and he was excited I was going to be at the game because I swear to God, guys, he scores every time I go to his games in person. It's hilarious. So when you
Don't go to the Penguins game.
No, I'm not. I'm not coming to town next Saturday on the 11th. No, we were getting out of the Uber last night or 2 nights ago from dinner, and he goes, "I'm excited. You're going to be there tomorrow. I always score when you're here." And I go, "Yeah, there you go." So when he scored that first goal of the game yesterday, I didn't text him till after the game because I headed out right after. Didn't stick around because I had a 3.5 hour drive ahead of me. But I just said, "See, I told you." Always scores. He always scores. So when his old coach was there, and then a bunch of people said, "Don, you need to go more games." I go, maybe he's still scared that if he doesn't score and I'm there, I'm going to yell at him like I used to back in the old days. So.
You ever do like a bag skate with him? Maybe that's what he's worried about.
Oh, he's been bag skated. He's been bag skated by Coach Harkins. Trust me. We were telling a few of those stories the other night. I almost healthy scratched him. I almost did a torch like Torch did with Couturier. I almost healthy scratched Silver Sticks. We tied 1-1. And obviously, if Kaner had an average game, so the rest of my team, and we were a top team. We lost like a couple games a year type of high expectation team, high talented team. And I said, Kaner, you're not playing tonight. You're healthy. I'm scratching you. He's in tears. My team's freaking out. So I just wanted his teammates to come to his defense, right, and say, Coach, you got to play Kaner tonight. You can't healthy scratch him. So I wasn't planning on doing it anyways, but I wanted to get the team to kind of rally around him, and I wanted to just send a message to Patrick as well and get his attention, which obviously I did. And captain came to me and a few of the other guys. Actually, exactly. So they said, Coach, you got to play him. You got to play him. I go, okay. If you guys are going to bat for him, he'll be back in the lineup tonight. Well, that game I think we beat Quinty, and I think Kaner had 4-2 in that game. I think we won 7-3, and he had 6 points, 4-2. So not only did he shove it up Not only did he shove it up my you-know-what, he shoved it up the other team. So Coach Donnie got what he wanted out of Patrick Kane and his team, and the rest is history. He won the game 7-3. So you just got to push the right buttons, right? So
Love it.
And here he is. Now, Donnie, don't comment on this. How what is he? Is he a 1-year deal? No. How many years has he signed in Detroit?
Last I knew it was just a 1 year.
He's coming to Penguins. Come Pittsburgh. Dude, come Pittsburgh.
he asked me last night where you should go, but I won't disclose that. You'll have to look at his access channel when he announces it.
Well, you tell him, hey, come to Pittsburgh. There's a great podcast that you could be on every week.
There you go. I'll have to have Sully like snivel me onto the bench then, so I could be his personal mind Zen coach to keep in his mind. It's funny because I told him the other day on a text today, I was just saying, listen, as we get older and wiser, the mental part becomes so important. Like when you're just talented, you're young, and you're energetic, you just go, right? But now it becomes more of a thinking, like it's just different how players evolve and things change, and it's just interesting to me how over the course of career, because when you're young, you just go play, right? You don't think that much, you don't really care to think. But now as you get older, you think about things, you internalize things more, things affect you differently. It's just a different mentality.
No, I get. Hey, once again, Donnie, don't comment on anything. Hey, maybe there's some coaches, some gone on the Penguins roster. Sully will still be there, but maybe some coaches are gone. Coach Donnie comes in. Patrick Kane comes in. You have a relationship with him. Jansen's on the team. Man, cup bound.
If I came to Pittsburgh and we had a bad podcast, I'd have to bag skate you and Josh, Louie.
Nice.
Hey, as long as you play us during the in the locker room, so that way we can tell them what they did wrong. Okay?
No problem. We can have some beers during one of your men's leagues games. There, I'll just come out, blow the whistle, tell the boys to sit on the bench, and just bag you for like an hour.
Hey, we need that. Our team needs that. All right.
Then
so
straight to the bar.
Out?
Straight to the bar. Fireball, shots and beers. Let's go.
That's right. Drinks on Coach Donnie. Yeah.
There you go.
All right. But hey, Coach, thank you so much for joining us today. Yep. We'll let you go. And then Josh, we're just gonna close out. But thank you as always. You always one up your stories every time you're on. Next, you're gonna tell us that you had a conversation with the president or something, and you always one up. You always one up, and you always just throw it in casually.
Just try and stay in my lane, brother. That's all. Just try and stay in my lane.
It's just the way you do it. It's just like, the Penguins are good. I just had a conversation with Wayne Gretzky the other day. He said, it's all about a mental. It's all about your mental. But anyway, so the power play. I'm like, no, whoa. Go back. You just said you spoke to Wayne Gretzky. And just like you did today. Oh, I was at dinner with Patrick Kane, So it's like, oh, all right. But
hey, and I bought. It was my turn to buy. So I bought.
It's a good guy.
I told him, he's like, no, coach, I got this. I go, I don't need your money. I got this tab. It's my turn to buy. Get out of here. But you have got to see at the Burn Steakhouse, Louie, they take you to a different level in the restaurant for the dessert. So you eat in the main dining room, then they take you to a different location upstairs, these quaint little booths or whatever for dessert. So we all got hot fudge sundaes. So I think the key to him scoring the goal last night was the hot fudge sundae, because it was off the charts. 3 scoops of vanilla ice cream, hot fudge, whipped cream. And he did say this, that Wayne Gretzky used to eat sundaes before games. Swear to God. He said that when we were at dinner last night, 2 nights ago.
Where is this place at?
Burn Steakhouse. It's in Hyde Park in Tampa, like down by Channelside, down by the arena down there, like 10 minutes away.
Next time I'm in Tampa.
Phenomenal.
Yeah.
But the funniest thing about it is, Kaner was dying laughing. I had jeans in the car. We weren't going to go to Burns. We couldn't get in. He called his agent, CAA. Like they got shout out to D Rizzo. Those guys got us a table there, but I had no pants. So they're like, sir, you cannot wear shorts in there. Now, meanwhile, Kaner's sitting there with his baseball hat on like this, backwards in the main dining room, and Coach Donnie has no pants. I have to borrow one of their pairs of pants from the room they have there. And they had like size 34s, which I ain't fitting in those. Even if I put them underneath my belly, ain't happening. Then the other size they had was 40s, which were like clown pants. So I looked like MC Hammer. Kaner and my son were cracking up. And meanwhile, he's sitting there in the main dining with his hat on backwards and not a word said to him. Such bullshit BS.
It's Patrick Kane, though.
I know.
It's Patrick Kane. But you know what? You know what you say? Like, hey, this guy's got a hat on. And then they go, sir, that's Patrick Kane. And you're like, I'm Coach Donnie. That's what you say.
Yeah.
I'm
He
going
pounded
to
some
wear
oysters. He pounded some oysters too. And I asked him, Kaner, do you chew those things? He goes, no, just swallow them. I go, so why eat them then?
Yeah.
So now we know. Now we know what Patrick Kane eats.
All right, guys, I'm out.
Coach
I'm
Donnie.
out. And let's go Pens. And great win tonight. All right. Later.
All right.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time. Thank you, Donnie. Dude, he's the best. Absolute best.
So good.
And
like honestly, when that play went down, I literally thought Pettersson was just shooting. But like when you slowed it down like that and he was explaining it, it's like, oh yeah, that's clearly
with the heads up.
That's a shot pass. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. So my two thoughts went through my head on that play where Pettersson I thought was just shooting. And then I was like, oh, he was looking for bunting. And Raquel just came at the right time, right place. But then when you rewatch it, his head is tilted towards Raquel. So my first thought was like, oh, he was just shooting. Then I was like, oh, he could have been looking for Raquel. I mean, Bunting, and Raquel just kind of stole it, which is fine. But yeah. But anyway, always love Coach Donnie's insight. He always he drops the subtle stuff. Like, oh yeah, I was just texting, Mike Sullivan, just saying, hey, doing this. And you're like, whoa,
waiting for that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, hold on. What are you doing? So he always did that. Remember when he was in the chat when we first met? I'll never. That was probably the greatest episode we've ever did. When he was in the chat saying,
was that the 3-hour one against after the Hurricanes?
I don't know. Maybe we were up really late, and then all of a sudden we were just.
I think that was that one.
Having a ball, and that was all thanks to Coach Donnie. But there was no questions for Coach.
But did you see Johnny's comment? Can we
about the tennis?
About the tennis? How about it? I didn't think there would be any others. Huge tennis fans here, Johnny. Love it,
Johnny. If you're still watching, I'm a big Nadal fan. And as of right now, I'm liking Taylor Fritz.
Yeah, you feeling Fritz?
He's up and down.
Yeah,
he's up and down.
Always.
So like he'll have a hot streak like he did in Indian Wells against Rafa, like that was really nice. But then he just he got upset by this guy in Miami, I think it was, and it was just like,
yeah,
dude.
But
see, that's the thing. Like,
I like the surge of Yannick Sinner.
Don't hop on the bandwagon.
I won't hop on the bandwagon. I'm still outside of Nadal and Federer. Those are my two guys, even though Federer's gone now. But like my guy's always been Mario Berrettini from Italy.
Yeah, who's had a rough start.
He's had a rough year, but I like him.
Yeah, Johnny, clay season starting soon. My favorite surface. Me too. When I played in Florida, when I lived in Florida, that was my first experience playing on clay. I love it. Okay, so I also play hockey. Man, was I gliding out there? Oh, Fanini. Hey, dude.
He's pretty good.
He's good. I like him. Very underrated.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Someone that you don't really hear much about.
Yeah. Besides, like, maybe he throws a temper tantrum once in a while. Maybe.
Yeah, but.
Where did I live in Florida? Hold on. Let me answer Johnny real quick.
Oh, all right.
I lived in Jupiter, Florida. It's in West Palm Beach. So Tampa's on one side, opposite side of Florida. Yeah, so that's where I lived. He also says, "Oh yeah, he's beautiful. He's been there. Yeah, beaches are great. Tennis courts, amazing. Big golf town. I think Tiger Woods has a house there.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
it's really nice. So does Michael Jordan.
But
it's
Johnny,
expensive.
question on I can't pronounce his name. Is it
Fanini.
Fanini? He's an older guy though, right? I know you said he was top 10. I remember that. Is he? Because I was thinking, I haven't seen him in a couple of years. Is he still playing, or is he done? Is he that old, or am I just 37?
I don't think he retired. 37. Yeah, I don't think he retired.
He didn't retire yet.
I mean, if Andy Murray is still out there, I would have hope that.
I know, with those ankles. God.
Dude, he surprises me. He's one of those guys where you're like, oh, he made it. Like
he
third
uses
round.
his mind
like,
now.
Dude.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, now he is just out. He's making them run, he's really smart. He's in the second round of a main draw now. He's ranked about 95. Man, yeah, he's dropped a little bit. But these young guys, I can't get behind Alcaraz. I know everyone's like, what are we doing now? Oh, got it. Hey, when you get older, it's the legs, it's the feet. I mean, look at Rafa, right? I mean, Rafa has like an actual injury that if he has surgery on it, his career's over. So he has to be very selective. Beat Gaston in round 1 of clay tourney in Morocco. Oh, nice. I know what you guys are thinking. Why are we talking tennis in a hockey podcast? Because we also like tennis, okay? Relax.
Yeah.
Speaking of, did you see the new podcast by Andy Roddick?
No, he's
the
got
new
one?
podcast with Andy Roddick. Oh, it's so good. I love it.
I'll have to check it out.
Because Andy Roddick has such like his personality, so it's really like
he's good on the tennis channel. I like him. On the tennis channel.
Johnny,
can't stand him.
Man, we always butt heads, dude. We always butt heads, whether it's Malkin, Roddick. Now, see, listen, I'm very like pro America, so whenever I see an American player, I'm like, you my guy. So Roddick obviously is American, so I rooted for him. Isner, I rooted for Isner. He
James
retired
Blake.
just recently. Okay, yeah, he's definitely retired. Jack Sock, I know he's now in the pickleball world.
Yeah.
Which
he was
is
number
crazy.
One.
I
he
love
was number 1 in the world.
Oh my gosh.
Pickleball. Duh.
I know he defeated number 1 in the world.
Oh, he defeated.
Get it right.
Yeah.
So they interviewed him. I granted, I watched him. So I watched him beat the guy in pickleball. They interviewed him and they were like, oh, you played with like great tennis players and now you're in pickleball. Is there similarities? And like he took a second to answer.
Yeah.
Because duh. Like the dude has a strength of an actual forehand to play tennis. Pickleball. He's smacking that ball around. And he's doing really well. So it was just funny because he was like, I mean, there's obviously similarities to tennis with the forehand and the backhand. And I'm like, yeah, this dude used to he was a part of beating the Fadal. The not the Fadal. What is it called? Federer and Nadal. Yeah. The Fadal. Yeah, Fadal.
Was that what they call it?
The last time Federer played on court, Jack Sock beat them. So then he took it to, was it Jack Sock? Or was it Tiafoe and someone else? Maybe. I don't know. Johnny could probably correct me. Yeah, Francis Tiafoe. Oh, another American that I root for. The only American I can't stand now.
I know exactly what you're going to say because you don't like this type of player. Go ahead.
Blake.
Yep.
Not Blake. Not Blake
Shelton. It's not Blake Shelton because
Shelton.
Blake Shelton's the country music artist.
Yeah. But Shelton, he can't stand him with the whole. Nope, I
knew you
can't.
were gonna say it.
Now listen, I also don't like Djokovic because he also did it to him, and I'm like,
Yeah.
dude, don't do it back to him. Like you knew you were gonna beat. Don't do the thing. I don't like Novak Djokovic. Don't like Shelton. Tiafoe, he flirts with that mentality of like, yeah. I didn't like him when he beat Nadal like 2 years ago. I forget what tournament it was. I think it was US Open maybe. And like he was so cocky about it. Like going to his box every moment of just going like, yeah, I'm like, dude, relax.
Do you like what's his name? The guy
how
Dad
would
loves.
I have no
the guy Dad loves from Australia.
Oh, Nick Kyrgios. Nick Kyrgios.
Yeah.
All right. I first hated him. I have now like learned to love him.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, Johnny, I want to hear your thing. Tiafoe is a major overachiever. He's sinking fast. Very overranked. Yeah, I agree with that. He has these runs where he comes out of nowhere and then he drops. I'm Greek like Nick, but never cared for him. Yeah, see, that's the thing. I'm like, I'm here with Kyrgios and then I'm here with Kyrgios, depending. I found him annoying when they were covering the Australian Open when he was there. Like he was in the booth with McEnroe.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was fun for like a day, but then they brought him back every day and I was like, okay, this is annoying.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, and he would just be like, oh my gosh, what a serve. I'm like, Nick, shut up, dude. Like, and he would always say, like, this is why they're one of the best. I'm like, dude, you're saying that about every player. So relax, dude. Yeah, I don't like Djokovic. I'm iffy on Kyrgios because Kyrgios is a talented player. He is so creative. He's talented. The problem is his attitude. I hate when players like, oh, well, I'm not playing that. I'm not going to do that. I'm like, dude, shut up. Like, just shut up. All right. Just play. But he's really talented. He's really good. I'm not taking that away from him. Depending on the day, I'll say he's either good for the sport or he's bad for the sport. So depending. Johnny says he watches more ladies tennis than men's because of my girlfriend, but love it too. Johnny, are you about to drop knowledge that your girlfriend is a professional tennis player?
That would be awesome. Or just an avid tennis fan.
Or his wife is. Yeah. Please don't cancel me. I can't watch. I'll watch women's tennis, but I can't watch it. It's a little slower. It's a little slower than men's.
It is, but I like it. Probably just
I am
as
not
much.
saying that women tennis is not good. I'm just saying when you're watching men and women, the men are just, they're hitting a little harder, they're running a little faster. Yeah. So just like any sport.
The one thing I like about women's tennis more than men's is the fact that there's like since Serena is gone now, there's like what
are you talking about? The Russian chick, not the Russian chick.
No, Polish chick, Iga.
Swiatek.
Yep. It's her, but everyone else, like, to be honest, she's dominant, but she's not unbeatable. Like,
I got it, Johnny. I was on the spot.
she's lost, but I mean, like, number 2 changes quite a bit. I mean, I think it's Sabalenka that's now held down 2 for quite a while, but I mean, you got Coco Gauff, Barty leaving. That was one thing I was gonna say.
Super early.
A big surprise. But I mean, she could come back though because Caroline Wozniacki is back now. I've always loved Caroline Wozniacki.
Wild.
Yeah, she looks great. Yeah. Like
she does look great.
Tennis, in terms of tennis.
Yeah, Josh. Relax, dude. Relax, dude. You're married.
NES.
Yeah. Haley looked great tonight. Wouldn't you agree, NES? No, my wife. So Abby is now super into tennis.
Mm-hmm.
So we've been playing tennis like once or twice a week, depending on the weather. And so she's all in on it now, like, rackets, the tennis shoes, the whole 9 yards. So I was like, you got to pick like a favorite player.
Yeah.
I was like, mine is Nadal until he retires inevitably. And then it's probably Taylor Fritz. And then the cycle continues. And she was like, okay. So she was like, who's good? And I was like, well, and I kind of made your point. Like there's like one really good, and then everyone's kind of equal for number 2. So anyone could win it, which is what I love about tennis. Anyone could win. That's what I love about tennis. And anyone could win. So that's what I told her. She chose the woman who looks like Rey from Star Wars. She's Greek. What's her name?
Oh, the one who's isn't that the chick who's dating
A prince.
Gail Monfils?
Nope. Sakari. Thank you. That's her.
Wow, Johnny.
No, he knows tennis. She looks like Rey from Star Wars. Okay. Really? I wish I could. Hold on.
Pull this up.
Oh no, we're gonna share it right now.
Oh my word, she does. Wait, didn't she?
She
just
looks
get busted?
exactly. Nope, that was
Okay.
Josh. No, that was what's her name? Johnny's gonna have it in the chat like before I can.
Who's the chick that just got busted for
Civilina.
steroids?
Dang it.
No,
Civilina?
Svitolina is the one who's married to Gail Monfils.
Oh,
that's who I'm.
Who's the girl? She just got her sentence reduced.
Yeah, I thought it was Sakari.
No, nope. You're thinking of another person who is good. She's really good. She used to have the guy who does all the train Halep, Simona Halep. Dang it.
Romanian.
Johnny,
okay.
She's good. I like Simona. I also like the chick from Canada. She kind of dropped a lot. I know a lot of injury.
Yeah, she really was.
On a Andre Banas something skew.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
It sounds French.
Did you watch Breakpoint?
Yeah, halfway through. On it.
Yeah,
man, dude. Johnny. Dude, you're so good, dude.
Okay, now he's good. I'm going to need your help, Johnny, with this name. The woman from a really small country. I fell in love with her watching Breakpoint. Like her personality, just the way she plays. Like she's like literally, she had like no coach. She like taught herself, and like she like.
Oh yes,
she's like
yes.
She does all
her
the drop
husband
shots.
is her like partner.
Yes, is her hitting partner. Yes.
Yeah,
so cool.
She's good.
She's good. It's Johnny. The name of the country is so small. Like the country itself is so small. I forget what her name is. She was like as high as like I think second in the world, but most recently she's like 8 or something like that. Oh my gosh. Hint is.
But for those of you who are watching,
I got nothing for you.
The woman on the right is Rey from Star Wars. I forget her name. Oh, Daisy Ridley. And then on the left is Maria Sakari from Greece, who's the tennis player. And man, look how close they are. So Abby has chosen her as her favorite player. So Sakari. And then she went to the finals. Josh found it before Johnny Thunder.
Well, because I couldn't give him a hint. Like, I mean, I was speaking so vaguely before. Ons Jabeur.
Yeah, that woman from the country.
Yeah, I just Googled top 10 women's tennis players and I found her. So, yeah.
Johnny, who's your favorite women's tennis player?
Oh, yeah. Right? How do you not love Ons? Ons is so good.
I think that's the country.
It is the
Tunisia?
country. Yeah.
Who's your favorite player? Your woman's favorite player? Player that is a woman.
Way to phrase that.
Thanks.
Who would you think? He's Greek, so who would you think it would be?
Sakari. Sakari's Greek.
Yeah.
But you know who I'm going to say?
You know who Sakari? I just remembered. I watched a video with Sakari. Her and Tsitsipas are doing like a mixed doubles, but like when they have the microphone, but someone from the crowd screamed, "Maria, marry me," and like she just like died laughing like in the middle of her serve, like she was like just died. I thought it was funny. Maria from Germany.
You know who I don't like? Sissy Bass. T Maria. Dude, what are you doing? Who's that?
Maria. Oh, I see why they just call her T Maria.
Yeah,
she's an older tennis player. I don't know who that is. Tatiana. There's no way you pronounce that.
I feel like the J.
Tatiana
Maria. That's good. How do you feel about Coco Gauff? I am not sold on her. I like her. She's a great player. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't know if I like her attitude, because there are some days where she's like,
I don't know.
What's her name?
Again,
she's from America, but she says she's from Japan. She won against Serena.
Osaka.
Yeah, there's some days she's like that, where she's very reserved and very nice, like that, like Osaka. And then she's like Serena on some days, where I don't like Serena. So, once again, not saying these girls are not good tennis players. I'm just saying about their attitudes, because I don't like Shelton. Okay, he's a good tennis player. Don't like his attitude.
You're seeing a whole new generation in terms of tennis players that have watched these other other professional athletes allow themselves to be that demonstrative in terms of their emotions, and I think they're just now like allowing it in tennis. And I think you're going to see more of it. I really do.
Don't want it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what I loved? Federer, Nadal, the professionalism.
I hear you.
The competitiveness from them. No, yes, obviously Rafa has the vamos, but that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
And Federer has that fist pump, But Gauff, she was saying she'd win more titles than Serena a few years ago. That tells you a lot about the degree of arrogance. More slams than Serena. Yeah, if she did in fact say that, that's wild. That's wild.
Gotta believe it in order to achieve it.
Yeah, but then there's also realism, dude. Like,
sure.
Like there was, I don't know what it is. I saw some clips on Instagram, but there's a bunch of tennis players that sit at a table and they're just talking about the tour. I don't know what it's a part of. I don't know if it's just the tennis channel or whatever. And they were joking, like one day they were like getting the draw for a tour, like a tournament. And he was like, it's not a well-known player. And he was like, I got Djokovic on the first, and they're all laughing because they all know it's a loss, it's one of those things. So for her to say, I'm going to have more than Serena, that's saying you're going to have more than Novak Djokovic and you're going to beat Novak Djokovic. Like that's not going to happen. So yeah, you can give your all and maybe he's having an off day and you can beat him. Great. You're always going with that optimism, but they're in the back of your mind. You're like, it's Novak Djokovic, dude. It's like if I played Nadal, yeah, you're like, I want to win. Don't get me wrong, but
yeah,
that's
the
Rafa Nadal.
I hear you.
And if you don't know that when you go into the match, I guarantee you when he's running across court on clay and he gets the and it goes cross court on you, you're gonna be like, that dude's good at tennis, So. Yeah. Dude. Last thing about tennis, and then we'll wrap up. Man, I woke up early to watch the Australian Open 2 years ago. I think it was. Medvedev, Nadal.
Mm.
Greatest tennis match I've ever witnessed. Greatest tennis match I've ever witnessed. For Rafa to
Medvedev.
be down, to come back.
Yeah.
Now, granted, some would say Rafa shouldn't have taken that medical
Timeout.
break or
Yeah.
yeah. You use the rules that are applied to the game. If you want to take a break, regroup, come back out, and dominate after that, let it happen.
Yep.
Oh, dude. See, Johnny, we may disagree about Malkin and Andy Roddick, but you know what? Tennis is what brings us together, dude.
And Penguin.
Also, Malkin has been struggling, dude. So
until this past week.
it's funny.
Until this past
Yeah,
week.
this past week. See, Malkin is one of those guys. Please take this with a grain of salt. Where he's like, if he's a coworker, like he's just the guy he keeps to himself. He's doing his job, but then all of a sudden we're like, "Hey guys, we're having a step party," and he's like, all of a sudden he gets excited about his work or whatever. That's Malkin. You know, like he's just doing his thing, and then all of a sudden, like, "Hey, we're having a party." He's like, "A party? I'm there." And you're like, "Whoa!" Personality came out of nowhere. That's Malkin.
Yeah.
Getting back on the power play and got his confidence going. I guess so. Also scoring. I also think it's an unspoken competition between him and Sid. So Sid is getting all the attention, and now Malcolm's like, I gotta get out there and I gotta score. And now he's getting the attention. I feel like it goes back and forth because I've never seen them both really succeed at the same time. It's always been back and forth. You know what I'm saying?
Say something that may be,
Controversial.
Not controversial, just like total speculation. I have no knowledge. I mean, I have no idea about these players, personal lives, family lives, nothing.
Where are you going with?
Okay. When was the last time his family was in? What, when he reached 1,000 games? Right?
No, they were just there a couple days ago.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe he was going through some stuff.
He was
and
homesick.
He just needed his family. He needed his mom and dad. And he flew him out. But like 6 years ago, they weren't even here for the 1,000th game.
They were here for
See
the
what I
1,000th
mean?
game.
That's what I mean.
He was
That's what I'm
homesick.
saying.
Now he's feeling good.
Now he's feeling good. He had home. He had like his parents here. He's good. I mean,
That's
obviously
crazy.
he's got his wife and his kids. Like, I get it. Like, there's, I understand that. But then, like, to like always have your parents be like on the other side of the world, that's got to have some sort of effect on you.
Yeah.
So
it's true.
I don't know. Maybe that had something to do with it. Oh, wait. So, yeah, was his 1,000th game during the COVID season?
I thought it was Crosby's 1,000th game during COVID.
They were about the same, weren't they?
No, Crosby had a season. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Whatever.
Doesn't matter.
But,
Let's wrap this one
that's
up.
That's my speculation. That's my
way to bring it back to hockey, by the way. Way to bring it back to hockey.
That's what we try to do.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us. How is this coming through the mic? I'm sure it sounds
Not
great.
great.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Guys, thank you so much for joining us on this episode with Coach Donnie. He always comes in the beginning, wherever the week is, he comes in the early game of the week, so you can always stay tuned for that. Our next game is against Washington on Thursday, and that will be at Washington. Puck drop at 7 o'clock. We will go live 10 minutes after, as we always do. Thank you for joining us on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter. And also, if you've listened to this podcast on a later date, wherever you find your favorite podcasts, Apple, Google, Spotify, we appreciate it. It means a lot. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe or hit the notification bell when we go live, so that way you get notified. So you can hop into the chat and we can talk about tennis or hockey, whatever you like. like Johnny Thunder did today. We appreciate it. We appreciate you. Josh, last comments?
We are at 15%.
We're going to the cup. As always, Josh.
Let's go Pens.